What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL. You see the title. Let's get it.
With high body counts as less valuable is because, one, we think about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is going to be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is going to be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish? So like, we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just going to have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
I feel like it's not fair to call a girl foolish for...
All right, here we go with the insecurity of a woman about that 304 term.
Believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah.
And
we're human, just like you.
It's an over and over process. If you have sex with one time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this person's gonna be on the same shit that this person was on? Who am I supposed to believe, or am I not?
Okay, so fam in the red, he about to go and he a real one. I like real dudes, you know, so I got love for my real brothers out here. But the whole, like the brother on the left just said, the game don't change. So how you gonna keep falling for the same trick and then blame men? You know what it is? Because women are telling you it's okay. Oh, you go ahead, you hold the power. That's where they screwing women over at. You know what I'm saying? You don't hold the power as much as you think. If a guy can keep tricking you, then apparently you don't have power or fucking brains at all. But let's continue.
Supposed to believe anyone.
But this is the man's side though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that, because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out their fucking pussy, they can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because, like, it's the boys and, like, I can open up to them and they open up to me, and I know about, like, the games that they play. But I think for me, like, I be playing the game back. Like, you think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. It's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone else.
But then don't lie about it.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like, they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time, and think, you know what, I'm in the moment, I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever, and they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it, so why is it such a big deal?
But it's not, Jada,
See, that's the problem. Women always go back to what men do. Don't do something because somebody else doing. Like they tell you, if such and such jump off a cliff, would you follow them? Like, I mean, come on. You got guys, and I say this all the time, guys be giving women the game, but they be choosing not to listen, then they'll listen to other women for whatever reason they have or who they might be in status-wise. But come to find out, they may not be telling you the truth about the ups and downs and the pitfalls of it. So that's why you have a lot of women, like they say, misery loves company. That's why you have a lot of women trying to get their girlfriends who might be in a relationship or married to F up their marriage so they can be out there in the streets with them because they hate it. But let my boy Esso on the right side in red talk. He finna spit some game.
Continual, what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
Continual process, as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's all that I'm saying.
Yes.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding it.
No, this is not what we're talking about. Okay. We're talking about body count and why women don't.
See, there you go. See how he stopped that bullshit right there. But men, no, we ain't talking about men. We talking about women.
say. We already said men get off the hook because if we know Rico gets a lot of pussy, Rico walks out here, he's the motherfucking man. If you get a lot of dick, you walk out like, yo, this bitch is a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. So no, to the majority. I'm not, when I speak on this thing, I'm not speaking on my personal views. I don't have no problem with whores, just so y'all know. Okay?
But there you go.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased to whores or whatever we talking about that we want to classify them. I'm cool with everybody, okay? So we're just talking about on the grand scheme of things of how men think.
And real quick on that dumb shit she just said, to you. No, to the majority, to even other females. That's why a lot of females don't kick it with a lot of females because they feel like, hey, these bitches start shit and these hoes will come through and screw your man behind your back. But on a grand scheme of things, guys don't got a problem with hoes because hoes are fun. But guess what? Wifing them is stupid. Because guess what? The same thing a woman gonna do. The same time you hear these heifers up here saying, oh, it's okay. They gonna be the same one if a woman breaks they homeboy heart, brother heart, whoever, and then they be like, then you know she was a hoe. Well, that's on you. And that's why guys gotta protect themselves too.
Somebody, right? But when I didn't have somebody, this is how I would be looking at other women doing the same thing. Being that I've been in the music business for so long, I've seen all of these type of transitions of women dating other people's men and blah, and trying to hide the whole body count.
I don't think they're doing that as much as anymore.
But you have to do it. I'm telling you, because as a man.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get a perspective.
It's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me.
But they act like they're literally wifing them and buying them this,
they on
Lamborghini.
They doing drugs, we on liquor, it's euphoria, we at the beach, we having great fucking time, we fucking menaging. Yeah, I'ma act like I like you if you would have paid attention.
But they're getting married to some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married to these.
Yeah, now she got a point that you do got guys that do that, but guess what? When a lot of times guys don't do that, they treat a girl like shit and then kick her to the curb, guess what she come back and do? Y'all already know she hollered that capital R word. So some guys are just smart. They go a little take care package like Drake album. They go a little gift. Thank you, I had a good time. Because they know how females are, so they just trying not to burn those bridges so they don't come back and holler the capital R word. Duh.
All these hoes getting
But you do got some dummies that be wifing them up. That is true.
married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last.
Okay.
It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe.
No,
they just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, then they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of hoes,
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Yeah, what is y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm going to be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really going to get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna get.
See, let me say something real quick before the brother go in and keep it a bean. That's the problem. So many females will sit there, right, and try to hide some shit, and then somebody else come call it out. But you trying to hide it. And you got to realize when it comes to dudes, we talk to, you know what I'm saying, we gossip, you know what I'm saying, chicks do sometimes too, you know what I mean? But you got to think about it. If you messing with a dude, you ain't keeping it real about your body count, and y'all in the same city at that, or even if you go back to visit your family, it may come out. Your dude gonna notice it. So instead of putting him on the game or putting him on what your lifestyle was, now he got to be out here looking like a fool. Women don't like that either, just like men don't like that. So how does that make sense that you gonna say, oh, I was hiding it, and you come and fuck my game up? No, you fucked your own game up because you ain't pimp-proof your relationship to make sure that wouldn't happen. That's all.
They gonna break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wipe her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, I told my wife, I told her every fucking thing. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you didn't take to the grave.
Yo, a nigga, no, I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool, that's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? The very next week, a dude came in and said, yo.
See how she said you're not taking it to the grave? Why would you? That's something that if you've been doing it in the public, it's gonna make it a little difficult to do that. Dummy.
Oh, don't fuck with him. He turned bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said he told me. It was nothing the man could say from that point. So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, yo, my body count, I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that, because if you run into a motherfucker to leave, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. And Rico says she's a fucking whore. It'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line that you want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind you.
Let me give you a situation.
See how simple that was? OG kept it real with his wife, you know what I'm saying, his whiz, and that's how you supposed to do it. Dude came by trying to break it up, fuck up this shit, and he couldn't because he already kept it thorough with his lady. That's how you supposed to do it. You keep it thorough with your people. And like you said, you may lose a couple dudes. Oh well. But on the biggest grand scheme of things, if you ashamed to do something, then don't fucking do it. That's the whole point. Be like Vera Walker off of Harlem Nights. I'm a hoe, but I'm an honest hoe. And motherfuckers can't do nothing but respect that. Period.
Okay.
Say I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever.
No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise. Yo, this happened last month, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year.
I got you.
I'm not a hoe.
Okay.
Last year, blah, blah, blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, so you didn't tell me about this? Because I told you I had 10 bodies. Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking for that.
But actually, that kind of doesn't. It matters because if you got train ran on, definitely you're done up.
But that occurs within girls' first 3 times. Shit happens.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told him before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies. 2 of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but
and then what? And you get
worried about. But you worried about.
No, first of all, I would never ever let 2 guys hit it at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman that
no judgment zone, by the way.
I'm sorry, for me, the way I roll. But if I do have friends that are into that and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it.
Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it. We don't need to get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from, a smaller town. He's from Queens. Okay. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with because I don't even want to put myself in that situation. So
can I just wanted to say something before I lost it. And this is no judgment to you, by the way.
Okay, I wouldn't even be offended.
Back in the day, we had a rule. We never trust out-of-town girls. Because out-of-town girls will be doing crazy shit in their town, and then they try to come into our town wholesome.
I agree.
And we used to be like, and we all, as a young man, we all bit the bait and say, yo, I got her. She's from such and such. Until you meet such and such from such and such.
And they be like, she was going to town.
Exactly. So like, but I've seen what happened?
She said, where's this small town that you're from, by the way?
No, but I don't think that would be the case with me, but I'm just saying, like, you have to... Out of town, I definitely understand, because that's how we would feel when we were at high school parties and a guy would bring, an out-of-town girl. We would be like, that girl's definitely a hoe. And then we would find out that she is. But you're grown, like, you're grown. Like, the time has, like, the same way that I hooked up with someone when I was 18, 19 years old is not even the same way that, like, I probably wouldn't even hook up with you at this point in my life. So it's like, why are you going to be worried about...
But it's not about that. What it is like, it's more so like for a man, we just want to know what we have. Like, just respect that. And my thing is, I don't like, is like when I try to tell, like, all us men try to tell women what we're looking for, and y'all try to debate with us on what we looking for. All we want is for you to be honest. If you had a whole phase at 18 or 19 and we're 25, fuck that 18, 19-year-old shit.
Exactly.
We're good.
But see, that's the biggest problem. Females keep trying to tell guys what they want, and a woman will tell other women, oh, guys want this, guys want, and don't know what the fuck they talking about. Women don't really even know what they want. And the whole thing of women are so complex. No, they're not. If you fall for it, then they are. Women are not complex. They really are not. Women, you can break them down in a simple nutshell, but the problem is if you let your blue pill beta male feelings get in the way, and this chivalry and all this bullshit that's not real no more because of how much the females have changed. And I ain't blaming it all on women, because men have been on some bullshit over history. But at the same time, women are not that complex. You just got to know a woman's nature, whether she's a good woman or not so good, she all right, she decent or whatever. You just got to learn, because I've dealt with enough women to know the different types of women. And you know a sneaky woman or upfront woman, or, you know what I'm saying, a woman that's discern and how she move and talk and carry herself. Simple as that. But for real, problem is women want to tell men what they want. All men, you can't just pick one man as the catalyst for all men. That's what I'm saying.
Up to me to make the decision. Don't con me or lie or front about this whole body count, knowing you already coming into the relationship lying.
Yeah, but I think
if you're gonna lie about it, let's not talk about it. If you with a man and you're talking about let's not go there.
We gotta talk about it, bro. Because
what are you gonna talk about it for? Let me ask you a question. What are you gonna bring it up for if all three of them just said they gonna lie?
What's the first?
I'm talking about my ladies because I know this is...
My bad.
I don't give a fuck. You know what girls do, but I ain't lying. I ain't
do you think girls lie about their body count, though, on some real shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, then. So my question to Rico is...
Now they gonna be hoes and whores.
Yeah, exactly.
So why are you asking, Rico?
The way I would ask, because I don't ask for body count, I ask a very specific question.
What's that?
It's 2 parts. Did you have a whole phase, and did it consist of any threesomes with 2 males?
No and no is what she gonna say.
No. And
then we're cool.
True.
She's lying.
And it's true.
If she's lying,
I'm giving an example. I'm giving an example.
This is how he is made to be the bully on set. Because why does it always have to be some negative connotation?
Yeah, like she's lying.
Like with a female, why does she have to be lying about having a two? Because you know that is very rare.
I'm just giving him the alternative because he thinks.
See, that's the problem with a lot of females. Why she got to be lying? If y'all just said y'all believe women lie about the body count, then guess what that means? She probably lying to you. Come on, man. You can't just say that and then come back and say that. That's the problem. Get that this Disney bullshit that females be on.
It's that they're telling the truth. I'm saying, why you asking? They have the ability to lie, boss lady.
I'm gonna get married.
So Esso, to answer your question, it's not about me asking, right, to get the truth.
Okay.
It's me giving you an opportunity to tell me the truth.
But how do you know what the truth is? You're just gonna
No, what I'm saying is that I'll log it in my mental book, and then 5 years down the line, be like, hey, bro, you know we met a girl back in the That, in my mind, this bitch lied to me. I gave her opportunity to tell me about it, and she didn't tell me about it. If I never find out about it, then it's cool.
But did you just have the best 5 years of your life with her, or no?
I don't give a fuck how many years I had with her. Like, it's over.
When do you ask her this question?
That's real shit. That's the problem with women. They think that you can cry a river and build a bridge and get over it. No, because if you lie, it's the same thing with men. If a man lie about something and a woman find out you lied, she's not gonna trust you. Look at Coming to America, the throwback, not the new one. That shit was garbage, but the old one. The broad got mad because he didn't tell her he was a prince and he wanted to find love for who he was. And she still was mad. So he still had to go back to Zamunda and find out that, she would come back. But he didn't have to even go through all that because he basically disrespected his father's word when his father told her, fuck that shit. So don't act like women don't do it too. You don't sit there and lie and think, oh, it's okay now, or I can tell him the truth. Now, you tell the truth up front because you can risk fucking it up, period. But if you can stand on the truth, at least you ain't got to worry about it later on. You told the truth.
On the dating stage, you ask her, hey, did two guys
When I decide that I really like her, is when I start asking questions.
Okay, but then that's a selfish decision because what if then you ask her and she's like, I did because she likes you too and she wants to be honest with you, and then
time out. First of all, I'm not naive. I'm the point guard in the game.
Yeah, see, that was some bullshit what she just said because a guy should protect his feelings like that. Like I said earlier, what if, dude come through and be like, yeah, man, I smashed her, or a gang of niggas used to smash her back in the days. He gotta protect himself, period. Because dudes lose their mind when they find out that shit, boy. I done seen it.
Right, so I'm saying that to say, I got you. Land is playing real quick.
Go ahead, lay the plan, because I got your ass.
All right, so I'm not naive in this game. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. So when I decide that I like you, it's because I know you already decided that you really like me. You know what I'm saying? So once I know that, then I'm like, all right, cool. Then I give you a chance to start really opening up.
And she said yes, she did.
All right, so then that is up to me. If I really like her, then I'm like, all right, cool, we're going to move forward. If I don't like her that much,
no, you're not.
So when you meet this perfect girl that's not going to lie to you, are you going to tell her?
Why are we talking about perfect?
Are you going to, when you meet this girl that doesn't tell you any lies and is going to tell you how much her body count is, are you going to tell her that you've been loving, eating pussy and fucking raw bitches?
Yes, it's on. It's already. Oh, first of all, let me tell you something. First and foremost,
you've been fucking.
I've been fucking raw.
Eating, body beautiful, lick asshole. Yep.
Look,
I'm all that shit. And if she judges you, if you really want this girl, if she judges you and says, I don't want to fuck with you, how you gonna feel?
Exactly.
I don't care.
Okay, then cool. All right.
She'll be cool with everything.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let me go for a second. Let me answer your question. Right? I'm 100% honest with every female that I ever really, really fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck you on some one night stand, I don't really owe you no honesty. But, like, I'm talking about, like, if I'm fucking with you and we're trying to build somewhere, and she asked, first of all, girls already know not to ask me what's my body count. The first thing I'm going to tell is I don't know. And I don't think you want to have that conversation. And then that should allow her to understand.
So in conclusion, it's okay for guys to be hoes and it's not okay for women to be thotty. All right.
We didn't say that.
Yeah, we already get it.
We're talking about.
There we go again with that. It's okay for guys to do it. Why can't we do it? Listen, do whatever the fuck you want, whatever the fuck you feel is good in your life. Just deal with the consequences. The problem is not the fact that guys get away with it. The problem is that a lot of women, right, when they chase a guy or pursue a guy, that a lot of women have had or want, so they can lock it down. That turns women on for some reason. Like, I hear about it all the time. I thought it was just my city, but it happens all the time, man, where chicks be trying to get at dudes that be in relationships. I didn't talk to girls before I'm gonna steal you from your girl. Well, I ain't got no girl. And then it said it later again in the conversation. The next thing I know, they kind of lose interest. But then I see them chasing dudes who got chicks. So for some reason, women, especially nowadays, be into that shit. So that's not our fault. Talk to women. Tell them to stop chasing dudes who got a lot of women then. That's on them.
It is a double standard.
And that was your segment of 8 at the table.
So guys, to wrap up today's topic, I feel like females, we hold it down and we take bodies to the grave better than men.
Shit, that bitch said, excuse me, forgive me, I don't know her like that. But she just said the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my damn life. How is that a good thing to take it to the grave and then you get found out? And this is the thing. Well, I'm gonna let them finish up real quick. Hold on.
Period.
That's only because it lessens your value.
And it's only because they think that because they're women themselves.
I despise this absolutely word, but what I'm gonna say is, if women do hold it down better than men when it comes to hiding their body count, it's because they feel like it lessens their value. And I'm gonna tell y'all women, men will marry an honest woman before a lying woman.
I just don't understand why these women right now are saying that it's cool not to be truthful, but they still want to be locked in with a man. I just don't get that part.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up real quick. This is my thing. When it comes to the whole thing, the brother Esso on the end said this earlier. If a guy get a lot of women, he the man when he walk out that door. If a woman get a lot of, you know what I mean, she a hoe. And this is why it's two things that can mess you up with being a hoe, male or female. But you know what I'm saying, women gotta be more careful. That's just the way it is, and it's a good reason. I ain't gonna get into that right now. But for one thing, if you don't be honest, it's possible that somebody else is gonna come through and bust your whole shit wide open, break your whole shit down, and mess you all up, and mess up your relationship because you weren't honest. Like the brother told the story earlier. He told his wife what it was. Dude came by trying to throw salt like rice at a wedding, and he couldn't because the woman was like, well, he already told me. So that's one thing. The second thing is, if you're not honest about it, maybe you're not really over it. Maybe you're not done. You get it out there. You let it be known what it is when you're dealing with somebody for real, and you let it be known so that way that shows you really moved on. But if not, and you around here lying about it, you might still be in your whole phase because a lot of hoes be trying to be sneaky. So guess what? That means you can end up fucking up your own relationship. It's your boy JTL, man. Hope y'all enjoyed my reaction to this. You know what I mean? Shout out to 8 at the table. My apologies for calling women out their name. I'm sorry I get passionate about this shit. I'm a little nigga at the end of the day. But at the same time, shout out to 8 at the table. Y'all go check them out, man. They always got good content. It's your boy JTL. I'm out. Chip!